And hello, my name is Rich, aka cruelbrit, and this is the League of Gaming Gentlemen. Cue music!
It's time for the League of Gaming Gentlemen.
Play ball!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
That intro, Rich.
This is what it's all about.
Passion, yes.
Come on.
The passion from a man who has not touched alcohol for nearly 6 weeks. That is
Really?
that is going good. So, yeah, exactly. So, welcome everybody to episode 7 of the League of Gaming Gentlemen. It is great to be back for another month, and we have, as always, got a packed agenda to get through. So, we will crack on. I'll give you a little bit of a clue what we're going to talk about. We'll do the usual intros through players 1 through 5. See what those reprobates have been up to outside of gaming, if anything. Then we will talk about the new community night that we've got going on, the Splitgate tournament. Lots to talk about there, but not everyone's involved in that. So we'll have a quick chat. Then we'll talk about the Blue Shell Challenge this month. Exciting stuff. And then on to the most controversial game that we've ever played, seemingly. We'll talk about this month's challenge, the Streets of Rage 4. We'll have a chat about that, see how we all got on. Go through the league scores, see if we've got any new Blue Shell challenges going on. Talk about the real life update. And I believe there's a community question, although I said we wouldn't necessarily get to it. We'll try and get round to that.
2 minutes ago you said we wouldn't.
I know.
And now you've just reneged on it totally.
We're kind of committed. We're committed now.
Exactly. So I've locked it in the agenda, so we'll have to deal with it when Dave finds out who actually asked it. And then, of course, we are on to what everybody across the globe is waiting for, is to reveal Dave's wheel. And then Stu will take us home with a bit of housekeeping. So that is it, guys. So we'll go around the room, speak to the players, see what you've been up to. Stu?
Yo.
You're first on my board, player 1.
First on your board.
What's been going down in Stew Town?
Wow. Well, the last time I kept on saying, I don't go out that much. Well, I've started going out now, going to pubs a few times, and it's been ace. Went to a gig, at a local gig. I got a few mates who play in bands. It was just wonderful to be out again, drinking. Like last night as well, I went to there's a guy who's about 48 and he's already retired. He's quite tight, so he doesn't spend a lot of money, and he just went, fuck it, I left work, and I'm just going to bum around now. So he was at the pub on Friday, and that was ace. That was a really good time.
Fantastic. A man after my own heart.
I know. It's just, you know what, and it just feels like at the moment, I know I shouldn't say because it's still bad, but it just feels like there's no COVID. It's been great. It feels like normal life again.
Have you been dancing, cutting rug, going to clubs?
No, I don't do that now. I only do that when there's an MLG meetup, and that's it, really. So, But no, it's been absolutely great and that. So really nothing of major interest in my personal life, really, apart from, unless you like home networking, you're a nerdy type like that. I've done some upgrades to my network. No, you don't want to hear nothing? Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
How's your cable management?
You know what?
No, we've got enough padding with Dave's DIY. We don't need Stu's home networking tips. Save that for another fucking podcast.
So I'll go on to what I've been playing then. So it's not a bad list actually compared to what it normally is like. So obviously Splitgate, won't go into that because we'll talk about that later. Streets of Rage 4, again, we will talk about that later, and unfortunately I've had to play a lot of that, but anyway. A game called Hybroxia, which is a shmup. It's great.
What?
Yeah, I've played a bit.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. And then
I still don't understand what you just said. You used the word
shmup.
Which is what?
Shoot 'em up. Shoot 'em up.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Vertical or horizontal shoot 'em up. Like R-Type, games like that. Yeah. And then the other week, or a few weeks back, we played with some community members and Dave, Predator Hunting Grounds. And that was Tumshi,
yes,
Busy Sober, Fuzzy Felt, and the Real Sprinkles. Spinkles, not Sprinkles. What?
I haven't seen Sprinkles.
I tell you, that was ace fun. and it's a shame that we've not really got back on that again. It was just
that was a good crack. Is it still available?
Yeah.
Or was it not just available for a weekend or something?
We have it. It's on our list. Now it's really great, so I wouldn't mind getting that back in there. And
is it 5 play? Is it 5 play? Is it 4 Marines and a
that's
Predator?
it. And the Predator, yeah. So, but I streamed it, so there's a playback on our YouTube channel, TheLoggBox, and there's a brilliant bit where it was literally everybody was climbing up this hill to get on the helicopter. Like Matt was the Predator. He was like bashing everybody. I nearly got him. I nearly got out of the helicopter by a millisecond, and he took me down. It was very exciting.
How many times did people say, to the chopper?
To the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
To the chopper.
It was a lot of fun, and I hope we do that one again. But the new game of my life at the moment, of course I got Mass Effect and whatever, but Hitman 2, has anybody played it? PS Plus game last month?
No, I've got it and I want to play it.
It's ice, and I can't believe this game has never been in my life before. It's my kind of game.
I've never played
great.
a Hitman.
Yeah, it's and because you get the 4K PS5 upgrade basically with it for free, which is awesome. So you have to download Hitman 3, then you have this free code anyway, and then you can import the Hitman 2 levels into Hitman 3, and it's absolutely wonderful. So I've been having a blast with that. I am really rubbish at it, but I love just taking my time and like sneaking about and doing all those cool things. And last game, I did load up Destiny 2. Literally, I come back from a pub one night and I went, I can do this. Everybody seems to be playing Destiny at the moment. And I haven't played it since, but I'll tell you, the graphics are fucking amazing now. It's just, all I was just, it was the first level, the Tundra one. It was incredible. I was thinking, bloody hell, they really have up the game here. So whether I go back, it's irrelevant. So at the moment, and then what I've been watching, I watched all the Matrix films.
Why?
Again? Well, I'm preparing myself for Matrix 4, and a friend of mine said, look, Matrix...
When is that? That's,
I think it's next year, isn't it?
Surely.
No, that's next year.
Next year, I think.
But a friend of mine, he said, give Matrix 2 and 3 another go. And I went, oh, no, they're terrible. I watched them. Don't get me wrong, they're not good films, but they're not as bad as what you thought they were.
2's all right.
Apart from the no point in half an hour orgy in the third one, which for God knows of what reason, they're actually quite a good film.
I don't remember that, but that sounds like a very good reason for watching it, to be perfectly honest.
So, and then on Netflix, there's the Why the Last Man, if anybody's heard that one. No? Or
I have.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
We getting some serious punani, that bloke, isn't it?
And then
Loads
anybody watch Fall Guy? Oh, Free Guy, sorry. That's
no, not yet. It's on my list.
It's on Disney
Yeah, I
Plus.
saw the pictures.
No, it's on the pictures now. It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney.
No, I saw it in the pictures. It's on Disney Plus now, isn't it? Yeah.
So, and watching lots of YouTube stuff now. I've been rattling on a bit long now, so I'll just mention a couple. Look, Mom, No Computer. Has anybody heard of them? Or him? He makes his own synths, and he writes his own music on the synths, and they're just amazing. So look, he's brilliant. He's absolute nutter as well. He's fantastic.
He clearly has a computer though, otherwise he'd be a bit.
No, a lot of it. He does it analog. It is very cool. But he also did the other day. He got a Commodore PET and merged it with a Commodore 64, and then put a sequencer in it. It was nice. Anyway, he does all that kind of stuff.
I don't know anything he just said.
And
no,
another music related one is Bad Gear. So there's this guy. He's absolutely, I love him. He's from Austria, and he reviews musical instruments, but the workflow of them, mainly like drum machines or sequencers and that kind of thing, and the workflow of them. But they only reviews them if they've had bad reviews. So it's his review of them, and they're really good. So, but that's just a couple I've been watching.
Does he slate it as well, or he looks for good stuff?
You know what? He doesn't really. I've got to admit, he gives him a really good fair shake. And I'll say if he doesn't like it or not, but he does flash up on the screen. All the comments are like from Twitter and all that, and it's like people with absolute bile and hatred and this is the worst piece of machinery in the world ever. And he's like going, it's all right. It's not that I wouldn't choose it myself, but it's brilliant. He reviews things like, like back in the 80s when you had the little keyboard with a scratch pad on it. Waka, 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 waka. Remember those? And the
stylophone?
No. There's like little keyboard and like a DJ thing with the button saying rap or yeah. Those kind of things. And he incorporates them into his music and then he does a song at the end with the instrument, and it's ace. And it's just really cool the way he words it all out. So anyway, look him up. Look, Mom, No Computer and Bad Gear. That's my recommendations on YouTube.
Awesome. Brilliant. Okay, player 2. Duaney, baby.
Hi.
What's been going on? Hi.
Hi.
Anything but Lego and bass playing?
No, just lots of. I haven't actually done any Lego this month. I think I did the R2 for last month. I haven't done any Lego at all. Very disappointing. There's no sets I need or want. Gaming, Returnal. I have been playing lots and lots of Returnal. Lots and lots
You are
of
the
Returnal.
man.
I got to a point with Biome 3 and it was really, really, really pissing me off, so I had to step away from it. So I dabbled in something completely the opposite. So I downloaded Real Mist, which was on the Switch. It was on sale, so I played through that. I remembered a lot of the puzzles, so it's actually sort of like a little, sort of almost a walking simulator.
Myst, MYST?
Yes.
As in Myst, the game?
Yes.
What's the difference?
So originally when Myst came out, it was pre-rendered pictures that you'd click and then it would kind of like fade to the next picture. Whereas Real Mist now, which is on the Switch, I think it's on like PC and whatever, it's actually a proper 3D rendered world, and you walk around it like you would any normal kind of game.
Same puzzles.
All the puzzles are the same.
Story.
So even though I played it like a long time ago, I remembered pretty much all the puzzles. So I kind of breezed through it. But it's nice to kind of revisit an old favourite. And then I really felt...
they brought the VR version out. I was
I think there's an
tempted to give that a go.
VR version they've just released, which is why I thought about jumping on, because I'd seen that they'd done that. So I thought I'll just get it on the Switch, because it was like it was like really cheap. It was like £5 or something ridiculous. And then when I finished that, I thought, oh, I'm still in the mood for kind of this weird random point and click kind of thing. So I actually set up a Steam account just to download this one game, which is the sequel, which is Riven, which is kind of much the same, but that was like the original one. So it's not a 3D world; it's just like the pre-rendered pictures. And again, I remembered most of the puzzles, so I kind of breezed through that quite quickly as well. And then I went back to Returnal.
Well, you took. I was quite hopeful that you would still be stuck on Biome 3, but once you broke that seal and got through, you seemed to rocket through it a little bit.
Once Biome 3's done, it really is. You said, I think in a previous podcast, Biome 3 is the hardest, and it really is like it can hammer you so hard if you kind of just like get too many enemies on the screen at once.
I think where you look at all the comments online, it's where it breaks everyone. Yeah, and I would say it's broken me, but I've got distracted. I think as the nights draw in, maybe I'll be a bit more in the mood for it. I know I can do it. It's just that the amount of time. A 45-minute run.
Is that randomness?
To get your ass kicked at the end is just.
Is it that randomness which really?
Yeah, that's the thing that really screws you up. It can be like. It can just kind of like throw something really, really insane at you, or it can just be like a walk in the park. It's just, anyway. So I went back and I persevered. I think I had a shitty crash. I was in Biome 3. I was actually doing quite well. I was just about to set off the broadcast, which then opens up the last section of Biome 3.
Spoilers.
Which, whatever. And if you're not playing, you probably won't know what I'm talking about. Even if you do, it doesn't really give too much away. But that opens up like a shortcut to the end of the level, so you then basically chop out a massive chunk. Anyway,
really?
Yeah,
does it?
Yeah,
because I've done the broadcast, but I don't know how to get back.
So you go back to the middle.
Oh, we'll have to take it offline.
Okay, we'll talk about this. But anyway, I had this massive crash just as I was about to set off the broadcast, and then that was that. I lost a whole run, and I was fuming, absolutely fuming. But anyway, I went back. Eventually, I managed to get to Nemesis. I think on my third attempt, I took him out. So I think I did pretty well there. And then kind of went on, finished it.
But you were doing quite a heavy run to get when you go into Nemesis, though. You were loaded at all bases.
I was pretty much clearing biomes 1 and 2 before I even went into Biome 3, so I was kind of like doing a good hour and a half run to get to Biome 3 to be completely tooled up, as much health as I could. It's a
lot of time, isn't it? That is a lot of time.
Each run was a major undertaking to get to that point for Biome 3.
Well, we will see.
Wow.
Yeah, go back to it. It's worth it. It's a great game. I then managed to kind of finish it. I kind of cleared biomes 4, 5, and 6 relatively quickly after that. and then I went back and got. Then there's like you get a second ending, so I did the things to get the second ending. And I'll admit I had to do a bit of a Dave when I actually got to the ending. I had to read a thing of like, what the fuck was this about? Because I had my ideas, but reading through, lots of people had different ideas about what it was about. So it's actually interesting reading other people's interpretations of what this game's about. But I'm not going to say anything other than that, just because spoilers.
I guess I completely forgot that there was a storyline.
Yeah, there is a
story. Stuck in Biome 3 hell for so long.
There is a storyline.
Yeah. Have you what have you been watching then?
Oh, anyway, just to kind of.
And are you excited for June?
Planned it, mate. That's just want to say.
Sorry, I've just trodden all over your.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thanks, congratulations,
Rich.
wanker. So yeah,
I didn't really want to hear that.
So yeah, that was an undertaking because I had to like go through each level several times to get all the different glyphs and stuff, and they're all random as well. So they're in different rooms, and the rooms are random. So you can like do several runs and not see it, and then they all just appear. But anyway, no, not really been watching a lot. We've kind of gotten into. It's on Disney Plus. It's a bit of an old one. It's called Raising Hope, and it's written by the same guy who did My Name Is Earl. So the humour's very similar. So if you like My Name Is Earl, you'll probably enjoy Raising Hope. It's actually I'm enjoying it. It's very, very funny. It's got Martha Plimpton.
I think I was getting confused with Raising Arizona.
Yeah, it's not Raising Arizona. It's Raising Hope. No. And it's got Martha Plimpton, who was in the Goonies, was she in? I can't remember. She was in another one with River Phoenix. What are you doing? Go away. And that's about it, really, TV-wise. And the other night we watched, because I think it's on Disney Plus, we watched Murder on the Orient Express, which I'd never seen, the new one with Kenneth Branagh. And I really liked the setting. It was very authentic, but my God, the story was shit. It's an absolutely
But is it like typical
story.
Agatha Christie kind of stories? Because most of those are just the
Yeah,
same.
Is it
It
not
is an Agatha Christie one.
the Murder on the Orient Express story, or is
No, I think it is. I've never seen or read before. I just assume it is. But my God, it's so fucking convoluted and ridiculous.
People get killed
I'm sorry,
on a train,
Agatha Christie
basically, don't
fans,
they?
but my God, they're like, yeah, they killed this guy on the train, and it's like he was trying to figure out who it was, but it was all of them. Well, there you go. There's the twist. Spoiler alert. It was all of them. Don't waste your time.
Fuck me, Duane, hang on.
all right? And by the
Thanks for that.
by the way,
He's on fire with the spoilers.
by the
tonight.
way, who was it in the mousetrap? It was a detective. So there you go.
I haven't seen that one either. Thanks for spoiling that one.
There you go. Well, it has been going for 40 years, so
Yeah, if you haven't seen it by
fine.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's me.
And June?
June.
Is June coming out? Oh, it's October 19th here for us.
It'll be very soon, but we're still in some kind of weird lockdown limbo. We're still getting cases daily, so
So are we, mate. We just don't give a fuck.
yeah, I know. I think that's going to have to. I think we're going to have to get to that point too. But anyway, really excited for June. The reviews have been really, really good. So really looking forward to that. I don't know when I'll get. I don't know when I'll get to see it though, because I don't think our cinemas will be opening at any point in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, I don't think they'll release it on Disney Plus just for the 1,400 people in New Zealand.
No, I think it's supposed to be going to HBO Max in the States. So I don't know if that will translate to
You need to
other
see it.
services
You need to see it on
around
the big
the world.
screen, though, don't you?
You need
I
to
really
see
want
it
to
in
see
the
it
cinema.
I want to see it on the big screen, but yeah,
Even an IMAX version if they've done that.
Or just sit really close to your telly.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I'll turn it up loud.
I'll get the tumbleweed ready for that joke.
Fair enough. And on that note, moving on. Player 3, James Yarwood. Good evening.
Good evening. All good here. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Yes. What have you been playing? As if I have to
As
ask.
if you have to
Because it is September. It is October.
No.
It's been FIFA. Although to be fair, and Destiny 2, those are the two games that I've spent my time playing. I got back into Destiny 2, and it feels very, very much like, not quite as addicted as I was in Destiny 1, but not far short. I've got that sort of bug about it again, but I've withheld from playing it too much because I don't want to be spunking another 1,000 hours into it at the moment.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know how it's. I mean, I've been enjoying going back through the old DLC. I think I accidentally bought the Ultimate Edition, and
Excellent.
it just unlocked everything. So I got shitloads to do. But I have noticed it's gone very quiet. Me playing Destiny, we were all playing it for quite a while, and FIFA 22 came out and everyone's fucking disappeared, which basically just gives me the same kind of feeling as Destiny 1.
Nah,
Everyone just suddenly disappeared.
No, I still play it an hour or two here and there. I play it for at least 5 or 6 hours a week. I'm always up for playing Destiny 2. It's great.
I used to do that in a day on the original
Well,
Destiny.
That's what I used to do. I used to play it. I remember the Tuesdays. I remember the
Tuesday resets.
Tuesday
oh my God,
reset.
yes.
When you used to run your 3 nightfalls on the same night and at least start the raid and get to the save point.
And when was it? When a new DLC come out? That was it. You was frankly getting resources, so when it flicked over, then you could get your light level up a bit further.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
get that little head start.
Yeah, you were
they were great
saving
days.
your motes of light to pump them into your to get them into the new weapons to unlock, because obviously you used to unlock all their perks.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, all that.
But we should be at the right level now for Vault of Glass, but it's a shame, Duane, you've not jumped back into Destiny 2 at all.
I downloaded it. I've had a quick go, and I don't know. It just never grabbed me as much as it did with the original Destiny. I think even when I was kind of playing through like the main story when it first came out.
If I haven't got anything majorly interesting to play, I think I'll be all over Destiny. Far Cry 6 is out in a couple of days' time, and I'm already pre-ordered Ultimate DLC. So if I didn't have those things, then I would be.
When's it out, Stu? Because I'll have to get that.
I think on the is it the 7th? No, when it were 7th.
Oh, it's imminent then.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I said I never, apart from Primal.
Oh, so that is. I like Primal.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything in that. I mean,
it's
I think
you know what you got to go into
whether
it.
or not it's a different.
This is the key thing with Far Cry games. Don't go into it being all philosophical about it. Just go into it with it's a laugh, and you will enjoy it so much more. It is a silly game. It really is.
I didn't get that with Primal.
Oh,
Primal
I did.
Was just like
was
I didn't
hilarious.
think it was silly. I don't know.
Did you complete it?
Enough of it.
Did you complete it?
Not really. I just sort of trundled around the jungle
Hank is one of the characters what appears in all the games, and he's like the redneck comedian of that. And there was a caveman version of him. It was just brilliant. Loved him.
Right. Yeah. I think probably you had to have.
They've got
all
sillier
those kind of Easter eggs.
Far Cry games.
Yeah, and
1 and 2 were serious,
and
then it's kind of each iteration gets a little bit sillier.
Yeah.
Oh, and also they're remaking. They're doing the remake of Blood Dragon. Well, remaster or whatever you want to call it. Blood Dragon. Now that is a good Far Cry game, and you will love that, Rich. It is meant to be silly, 80s, super stupid, Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of thing, and all the catchphrases of that. It's just brilliant. The music's fantastic.
Okay.
So
yeah. Okay.
Never really been a fan. Never really been a fan of Far Cry games. I played Far Cry 4, I think. I just could never quite get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay. Dave, you're not into not thinking of Destiny 2?
Not really, mate. I enjoyed the time I had with it. I don't want to spend any more money on it, and there's just other stuff to play. I'm getting real limited time, and
I think that's my view.
It does feel like you're going over old ground with it a little bit, but it's it's enjoyable. The graphics are kicked up another notch. They've reimagined the problem in D2 with the guns. It is interesting to pick the guns up. They're different roles. James, that was one thing that bugged you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
with D2?
yeah, that's what topped me out after. I think I played it for about 23 hours, and that's what it was like. I was just, when you picked up one gun, that was it. You had that gun. They never, the role never changed. It was always the same. No matter how many times you picked it up, but now it's different. And that just which is good because it makes you hunt for, because there's always meta guns, as in everything. There's meta guns for PvP, meta guns for PvE, and you just go hunting for them, and you hunt for those roles that are specific for what you want and how you play, and it's different for everybody. It's what I enjoyed about Destiny 1. That's what it was. You were looking for that gun that you wanted. Like, for example, there was an exotic gun called the Hawk Moon, which was a hand cannon, but there was a legendary gun called the AS Luna, which essentially was the same gun, but it was phenomenal. And I was a massive hand cannon fan. It took ages, and I finally got it with not the God roll, as everyone calls it, but with a very good roll. It was excellent.
Good stuff. Okay, so D2, FIFA. I don't think we really want to hear too much about FIFA.
No,
it's as it is. It's standard. It's
Football.
Ultimate Team. It's collecting cards. It's football.
Yeah.
But has it moved again? Has it moved on at all?
Football.
I think it has. I think it's a much different game to the previous one. At least until they patch it and ruin it, as they always do.
Yeah, well, if there was a game less popular than Streets of Rage to talk about, it'll be FIFA on this podcast. That's for sure.
Yeah, let's give that one a snip.
So what have you been watching then? What have you been entertaining yourself with outside of gaming?
So the wife and I have started rewatching The Walking Dead because we gave up. I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, because we really enjoyed it, and then it was the season just before they meet Negan and that lot. If you watch yeah, that was season 4. Yeah. At the end of that season, just before Negan, we were like, we ran out of steam, so we've started again, and we were watching it religiously. And then I think we've been quite good. We haven't absolutely hammered it like we had before. We did, and then we're at the prison now, and we've given ourselves a little bit of a break. So we've been watching that. The wife's been we've been watching The Office a little bit as well, the US Office.
That's good.
Blimey. Okay.
Because as with everything, it's good, but those things I really struggle to watch sometimes because they're so cringy. You know, they make you the thought of things that make your skin crawl.
Yeah,
yeah, like
love it.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Love
it's
it.
like,
so good.
And
That
it
is
just
so
makes
good,
me
though.
cringe. Like, I don't think I can watch this anymore. But then you inevitably do. We're watching that, and then my mother was down this weekend, and we bought from Amazon Prime Monster Hunter, which obviously is based on
Strange film to watch with your mother. But okay.
Well, she likes that sort of shit.
That's pretty cool.
And it's obviously that's a link into gaming because it's based off the game.
You sure it wasn't MILF Hunter she wanted and you got confused?
Oh, why would my mother want to watch MILF Hunter?
She might be in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I tell you what, Dave. When I next see you, I'm gonna be all up inside you.
Oh, I can't wait.
So yeah, we watched that.
Was that a message from your mother?
Anyway, Mum says,
right.
Yeah.
Ugh. So we watched that, and that it's got Mila Jovovich or whatever her name is in it from Resident Evil. As always, she's always seems to be in video game type.
Yep, Fifth Element.
Yeah, and she was it was quite good. It was all right. It was definitely watchable. Sets itself up for a second one as they do.
Yeah,
I think could be another Resident Evil jobby where they have 100 of them. But it was right. It was watchable. It was enjoyable. The kids enjoyed it because what 10-year-old boy doesn't like guns and massive monsters?
I thought you'd say tits then.
Yeah.
No, it's guns and
Guns
tits.
and massive tits.
Come sit down and watch this, son. You'll love it. Saving Ryan's Privates. You'll love it. Come here.
Excellent. Well, good Sid James laugh there, Dave. So go on then,
thank
Dave.
you.
Player 4.
Go on, Dave.
Oh, fucking hell. What's been going on then? DIY updates?
DIY probably, yeah.
Oh, DIY updates.
What have you been
Let's
go? You boring bastard.
Things are getting serious. It's time to do the kitchen, which is very stressful. I found.
Is it a full kitchen?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're not getting the professional in, you're going to do it.
No, I'm getting someone in to do the units because I'm not, and someone to do the worktops. I can't do those things. But I've got to rip the old one out and knock a wall down and do another wall and stuff like that. Do you guys remember the saga of the drain that I couldn't find? Do you remember that from Cast Your Minds back in a couple of months?
Possibly forget.
I found
No,
it.
remind me, Dave.
Ooh.
Tell me all about it.
No, Duane.
I couldn't find it.
At least 4 hours.
If you remember, I couldn't find it. I took to the divining rods and all the
You've
rest of
always
it.
found that problem, Dave. You always struggle to find it.
So I got the tiles up, smashed all the tiles up, and it was literally about 18 inches away from where my divining rod said it was. So that's not bad.
That's scientific proof that divining rods work. Then
Right,
18
so it was
inches.
18 inches away, not actually directly on top of. It was not.
Mate, 1.5 foot. Like, come on, that's not bad.
Yeah, but you could put a divining rod anywhere in a housing estate and you'll see a water pipe.
How big is your kitchen that 18 inches is close?
It's big.
You've got a big kitchen.
It's big. But luckily, they've kind of done it properly.
That's an error of over 3 foot.
Exactly.
That's,
on either side.
Isn't that the bloke multiplication of 3? Like you divide everything they say by 3, and that's actually how far it is.
What? How big's your knob?
I was fucking hell. I was close, right? I was close. I found it. Everything is as it should be. I don't have to dig the floor up, so I'm really happy with that. That's good.
Very, very pleased for you.
So that's kind of taken the stress off a little bit, but I'm at the stage now where I'm just kind of giving people money now to do things. For example, I'm getting my ceiling plastered in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give a bloke £200 to plaster my ceiling, and I was just thinking, fuck.
That's money well spent, honestly.
Yeah, and if he comes in with divining rods to work out where the beams are and stuff like that, are you going to say, "Oh, that's fair enough, mate"? Yeah, go on. 200 quid for the divining.
To be honest, he's plastered ceilings for me before, so his work is of a good standard.
Cool. Money well spent then.
Excellent. As much as I want to hear about general odd.
And funnily
jobbing,
enough, his radio looks a bit like Rich's face after he's been to one of his special parties.
A plasterer's radio.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. Well shoehorned joke. Yeah.
Great joke. I hope, Stu, you might need to use that tumbleweed again.
Yeah, I may know. Yeah, it's going to get some usage in there today.
So in terms of what I've been watching, again, like Stu, watched Free Guy, watched Shang-Chi at the pictures as well. That was really good.
Oh, right. Cool.
I started on Disney Plus. I've started watching Murder on the Orient Express. I haven't watched it all yet.
So me too now.
You're welcome. I've just saved you. I've saved.
I'm just going to go back to that, but yeah, I might not bother now. To be honest.
Or you've intrigued him.
How do people watch half a movie then come back to it? Like,
well, it's easy, isn't it now? Because it's streaming. It's a piece of piss. Sometimes I watch a movie in 3 or 4 sittings.
No, I have to watch them all in one go. It's all in one go.
Mate.
It's whatever life deals, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's just we're middle-aged nana nap.
Yeah,
halfway through. Yeah, exactly.
Right, what have I been playing then? Still sticking a fair bit of time into Disco Elysium. Enjoying that. Yeah. Day 4 now.
Okay, I think you're beyond me. I haven't really dived back into that. I had an hour or so on it, so I think I'm still Wednesday evening. So I think you're now one day ahead. Yeah,
it has taken a bit of a turn, to be fair. Some stuff's happened, so the investigation has gone in a different way.
Are you still enjoying the game?
Yeah, I am. I've realised I've been playing it a bit wrong though. Rich, you'll know this. So,
how can you play it wrong?
Well, because my kind of levelling up points, my skill points I've been earning, I've been sort of wasting them really, because I've just been looking at something thinking, oh yeah, that sounds all right, I'll put it into that. But then I've got a load of checks, haven't I? I've got a load of white checks to do. And you need points in certain areas to do those checks. I haven't really been thinking about that. Do you think you can get stuck? I haven't looked, but I'm worried about that. I don't think you can.
I still can't get that scouse prick to talk to me.
Kuno.
Yeah.
Fuck Kuno. No, but a criticism of the game that I've heard is that, which I have experienced as well, you can sometimes really not know what to do next. There's a bit of that. You think, what should I do now? And I need it to just narrow a bit for me, really. Which it has started to narrow a little bit. But then, like I said, I've got a load of white checks to do, and I've fucking spunked my skill points on other things. So,
what percentage of the text do you listen to?
All of it.
Do you skip? You do listen to it all, or do you a bit of a skip?
No, I do listen to it. The voice acting's good. It's funny. So yeah, I'll let it all play through. Are you not
those on games like that?
I
listen to it all as well.
I'm a listener.
It's just fucking time consuming.
Yeah, it is. But I think if you don't listen to it, it's just words then, isn't it? And I think it'll lose its whatever. So so still persevering with that. I was playing Transistor on Stu's recommendation. I've fucking bin that off. I don't understand how the upgrade system works on that fucker at all. That's gone. Right.
Another one in the pack of 5 bin.
Yeah, that's gone, mate. That's gone. And like this next game I've been playing, which I've put... What have I put into this game? 56 hours I put into this game. Since we spoke last.
Okay.
I've got into the... I'm inside the top 3.5% of players on this game. You're curious now, aren't you, as to know what game this is?
I'm curious to know if there's only 3 people playing it. Go on.
I've been playing it every day for weeks. The game is...
Yeah. DIY Simulator.
Pokemon Go.
Life.
Crossword Jam.
Crossword Jam, nice.
Oh, that's moving anticlimax.
That is, yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Well done to you.
I don't know if I should be congratulated or if I should be condemned, really, because it's a stupid fucking game on my phone where you just... There's a circle of letters and you make words from the letters.
I like those games.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're all right. They're good.
They're
They're good for building up your vocab.
Is that what you do when you're on the toilet? So have you been spending 56 hours on the
It's
toilet?
56 hours
56 hours
It's a
on
toilet game. It's
He's been very egg bound.
I've been hitting it loads, really.
I love fibre. I need those bran flakes.
What could I have done? What else could I have done with those 56 hours? I could have done a decent job on the fucking Wheel of Games. That's what I could have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Every one of those has been customized.
Yeah, so I sort of...
Anybody tell you otherwise?
I'm feeling a bit... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, really. Right, okay. Last thing then, which I was going to talk about last month, but we didn't get a chance. My gamer tag, Raver757, is fucking awful. And I need something else, because it is terrible.
Can we choose it?
Are you going to open up to the community?
Can we open this up?
Yes, because I can't think of anything. So I'm going to open it up.
Davey McDaveface.
With the guarantee, cast iron guarantee, that whatever gets suggested, I will pick one and have that as my
nice.
name.
Oh,
I'm not going to go, I
brilliant.
don't like that.
Awesome.
I will have one
We had a
of them.
competition.
So please, let's have your suggestions.
Dave.
Okay.
Bollocks.
I don't.
Unfortunately, not sure that'll get accepted.
How about
Too
Dowsing
many
Dave?
characters.
How about DIY Dowsing
Dave, I like
Daves?
that. Yeah, but let's open it up. I'll have the best suggestion, and to be honest, if they're all awful, I'll have to pick one anyway because I've committed to it. So
Yeah, so community members, get thinking.
Get
some shit
horrible.
ones in.
Make it
Absolutely.
horrendous. Dave, you fool.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we get a long list together and you get to pick, or do we get to pick from the long list?
Oh,
and
you could
you've
put it
got
on a
list
wheel.
of 4?
You could do a wheel.
Ooh, a wheel.
we could wheel it, couldn't we?
Wheel
let's
of
wheel it.
names. The wheel of names.
Yeah, wheel of names.
The Wheel of
Let's
Names.
Jesus, that's a bit worrying now, isn't it? All of a sudden, but okay.
Oh,
There you
Dave.
go. Can't wait.
So,
Dave
Rich,
the bastard.
Yeah, come on,
what about
Rich,
you?
what you been
I
up
don't
to?
know how you're going to beat this one, Rich.
we're running hot on time, so I'll just give you a quick synopsis. So,
we're good.
So yeah, after getting absolutely twat-faced most of August, getting COVID and then a serious chest infection and being very, very ill, I've gone on a health kick. So I've been completely dry. So I've been doing a Remember September. So I'm counting my days down to my holiday, which is nice. So I'm going to try and stay off the booze. But I've been drinking, because you get a bit sick of drinking Diet Coke and fucking sparkling water all the time. So I have been sampling the best of the Tesco alcohol-free lagers. So, or beers. So I think that my favourite.
Or do we have a top 5?
I think I highly recommend, if you're going to do Sober October or anything like that, then I would say forget the Beck's Blue stuff. I don't know if I can top 5 these. Maybe I can. Maybe at number 5, I really like the Bavaria.
Okay. Oh, that is
Bavaria
nice.
one.
Yeah, I had one of those the other day. Really nice. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Then Erdinger. That's a cracker one.
Is that like a wheat
Erdinger,
beer?
of course. It's just a bit. It's just got a bit more flavour than a lager. I put in the lagers. Heineken Zero is actually very good. Then you've got Ghost Ship. So Ghost Ship is Adnams.
Yeah, I can imagine
that.
Ghost Ship.
And your number one.
I like Adnams.
Yeah, that is a good one. But top of the tree by a country mile is Lucky Saint.
Ooh, is that
if you're going out
like a lager or a beer or?
It's like an IPA.
Oh right, okay, cool.
It's like an IPA, yeah. So it's good, but Lucky Saint. So yeah. So there's my top 5. So that's what I've been doing. In terms of gaming, it's been all Destiny 2, and yes, I have jumped into FIFA. I have tried to, because just on the wave of the rest of the lads playing it, but I think I'll just stick to the. Yeah, I dropped on the Ultimate Edition at the last minute just to get it, so I dropped 80 quid on it.
Just so you can open packs of cards.
I just total regrets on that one, really. But Destiny, I've been loving, but I've spoken about that. So that's really all. But what I've been watching is Squid Games.
I wouldn't
most
watch
of the
that.
world.
The PlayStation advert, I like to call it.
It is, yeah, it's fantastic. So it's Hunger Games meets Battle Royale, I guess.
Have you finished it?
It's not. No. I'm halfway through it. Well, I'm on episode 5, so I'm actually not. I haven't actually looked how many episodes. I'm going to presume sort of 6 or 7, maybe. There's 6 games. There's 6 games they play. So I think I've seen 4 games. But I think what's different about it, because there are lots of these sort of South Korean, Japanese kind of battle royale things out there. But I just think the way they build the tension in the games is very good. So it's the games they get forced to play are kids' games. That's kind of revealed at the beginning. How and why they're playing it, obviously I won't talk about it, and obviously there's a lot of jeopardy, so it's not.
Let's just hope Duane hasn't seen it.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. I could blow it, but I think every single person on this on if you haven't seen it, you will not be disappointed.
I've completed it, mate. Done it, mate.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched them all.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's really good. It's really good. Apparently, I've been told to watch Alice in Borderlands afterwards. Has anyone seen that?
My son's watched Squid Game, and he said to me, because I said I'm going to watch that, and he said if you like Squid Game, watch Alice in Borderland because it's better than Squid Game.
Yes, so that's what I'm lock and loading it in. So that's it, and then really all I'm doing is counting down to June. I might go and see James Bond, but I'm really not bothered. I don't know. I feel like maybe go and watch it in the cinema, but I can't really get up any excitement for it. Really haven't. Liked any apart from the first one. I haven't really liked any of the Daniel Craig ones. I think they're a little bit too up their own arse.
Daniel Craig James Bond movies. I just so over James Bond.
Not
generally.
Even Casino Royale.
Not seen any of them. I have very little interest in James
Royale.
Bond.
Yeah. You just kind of feel it's something to watch, but I'm really just counting down the minutes to June, really. Mm-hmm. So that's all it is.
Oh,
June.
Sorry, not the month.
Dune. Not month.
I think there's a long way to go. A long time there, sir.
That's a lot of minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's me. All right. Okay. We're running pretty hot on time. So and we got a lot to get to. So let's move on to the Splitgate tournament.
It's because of shit like that. Fuck off. Oh my god. I might as well just go run over in the corner and fucking wipe myself off or something.
So Stu,
yo,
give us a quick 5-minute rundown. Give some shout outs to the players. Give us a rundown of who's playing with us, because not everyone joined in. So we set this up 5 or 6 weeks ago to run for 10 weeks.
10 weeks, yeah.
We got the community involved, got lots of people in, and actually because of the way Splitgate's set up, really 10 is the is the maximum we could play with. So so apologies for those who didn't get to join in.
Yeah, we had a good turnout, didn't we? On the when we put the post up, and a lot of people put their names forward, and that it was a shame. It was like first come first serve basis. But we got a nice. So we got basically it was mainly the main crew from the F1 tournament what we were doing, but with a couple of additions in there. So some of the additions in there, I'll go through all the names in a second. But one of the additions is my son Luca. He's in there. And then there was Busy Sober, which is Martin. He's a new one. Jason Stokes, Mr. Sweary Man, Xbox till he dies, man.
Yes, he is the lone He's the lone Xboxer, isn't he?
Bless him. Yeah, he's found an Xbox, which is cool. It's nice. It all works really well as well. So it's very nice.
Is that cross-platform?
Very nicely implemented.
That's nice.
So,
yeah.
It's the future. It's the future. About fucking time.
He's a bit salty because he's got to use a PSN account to talk to all us, because we're all playing on PlayStation. But majority wins and all that. He is a miserable fucker.
I love him though.
We love you really though, Jason. Ignore what those two gets are saying.
So, but Dave's in the tournament. I'm in the tournament. Rich is in the tournament. Duane and James aren't in the tournament. Which is a shame,
I gave my space up because it's just not a game that I was going to be interested to play for 10 weeks.
No,
I think I would have enjoyed it.
It's about an hour. And it's great. It's like F1. So it's cool anyway. So we've got Adam, Silent Reaver. We got Matt, the Real Spinkles. We've got who else? We've got Tumshi, Richard, Martin, My Tainted Brain, and so that's the 10. That 10 was listed in all different order, but the standings as on when we've played it. So we've as of recording. I don't normally like doing this, everybody, as you know, but as of recording, we played 4 matches, and my God, Adam is a fucking machine. 10,
yes.
10, 10, 10. He's just unstoppable, that man. He's just
I thought Jace might be able to take him, and I thought Luca is, but Luca has been very good. How has it been playing with your lad? Is it?
It's fine. He's so excited. He's really looking forward to it. And they're going, right, you just got to ignore all the language. He says, I know. Don't you worry. I will. Yeah. And then there's Jason seeing and a whatever all over the place, bless him.
Effing and a jeffing.
Effing and a jeffing.
And a keffing.
So like as of the current tournament round standings, we've had 4 games. So we've got Adam, Luca. This is the running order: Adam, Luca, Matt, Martin, our host Richard himself, Jason, Richard as in Tumshi, myself, Brian, and Dave. Dave at the bottom.
Mid-table obscurity, just where I like to be. You know what, though?
I was really annoyed because at the second round, I was giving Adam a right. I was keeping up with Adam on the first match. It was wonderful, and he just managed to lose it just by side. But every week now, I've just been starting to getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know whether because every other day I do jump on and have like a little half an hour little tinkle, just to get myself still in the game and stuff. And I think that's probably made it worse.
Yeah, the only thing that is a little disappointing is that the portals aren't really necessary, are they? That's the
thing.
If
you know to use them, they are incredibly. Yeah. That's why Adam's doing so well, I think. He's using the portals.
It probably is the only one using portals.
So we had a bit of not controversy, but we've had to rejig the scoring slightly because as we're going ahead, we don't really. So we got 3 rounds of single play, and then we got 2 rounds of team play. And the single play ones are fine; they go by kills. The team one though, that one can be it's kills, and then you've got points. And I think we've got to the right part now where we've actually got the scores. I think how we want them to work now, isn't it, Rich? Where right at the start they were a bit fudgy, let's say, but I think we made them accurate in the end. I think they've worked out well, and I don't think anybody's argued with the way the scores are turning out.
Well, since the first game, we got every game scored 25 points maximum, and then the final game was 600 points. It sort of unbalanced it slightly.
It's terrible, wasn't it? I remember, in the first round, I did really well, and then I completely lost because I did so bad in the final round. It was like, Actually, to be fair, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't realise we had to stay in the square to get the points ramped up. But oh well, It is what it is.
King of the hill.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So, I mean, there's some maps we don't like, the simulation maps and things like that. But it's all good. It's all good fun at the end of the day.
It's a nice, once a week social thing again as well, isn't it? Which is great.
Exactly. And
it is, and I think we'll have to try and get Duane involved in some I think so. Something like this if we ever do a Returnal or Dark Souls community apart from
do a Wreckfest one. You like Wreckfest?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Big shout out to everyone involved in the community. Yeah. Thank you for your time in that. We've got another 5 weeks to go.
Yeah, and well done, Adam, but also well done, Adam. He's got married.
Yeah,
well done,
congratulations,
Adam.
Yeah, congratulations, Adam.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Is it congratulations or commiserations?
Mrs. Boyd.
Well, we'll ask his wife that.
Yes,
Mrs. Boyd, yes.
We'll ask him in a couple of years' time.
So, well done, Adam. Well done, mate. Well done.
Congrats, Adam. Brilliant. Okay. All right. Okay. So the Splitgate tournament is nearly at its midway point, and that's good. And much to bemoan Duane, I would like to see us return to F1 at some point to do that. So,
well, the price is starting to come down, isn't it, now in F1 2021? So it's like, whoa. The other day I saw it for 38 quid and I went, oh, the
fact that you're the one who pointed that out, Stu, I was like, he obviously enjoyed that.
Because of F1, I am into the sport now. I've been watching, well, I'm not Sky Sports or anything like that, but like when the matches happen, I'll watch the replay on F1 channel on YouTube.
Did you watch the one from? Did you watch the latest one?
Not quite tuned into it since you're called in when the matches happen.
Yeah,
we tend to call them races.
But did you watch Russia though?
Yeah, it was ace.
Oh, that is amazing! What a race! Anyway, so we could be here for hours talking for that.
Yep. So if anything out of this, I'd like F1.
Poor Lando.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. All right, so that is great. All right, okay, so on to my favourite part of this podcast, and that is an update on the Blue Shell Challenge. So the Blue Shell was played by Stuart last month, and he chose to play a game with James, because James is at the top of the league, and it will be the second Blue Shell Challenge he faced, and Duane quite spectacularly failed to knock any points, but Stu set this one up to knock 5 points off. So where is just take us through it.
Well, yeah, Stu. Sure. So it's one of my favourite games I used to play on the PS1 all the time. I was only talking about it with the friend the other day as well. That remember like parties around the house when we used to play this game. It's called Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. It's like Tetris. Doesn't really meet Street Fighter. They're using Street Fighter characters to do, say various phrases they say and things like Erukin and all that. But it's like a Tetris-y kind of game, or a match 3 kind of game. But back on PS1 days, now there are thousands of them because on phones and stuff like that. And I love it anyway. It's just nostalgia. Now, it was meant to be a game we were meant to have on the wheel, but because of the internet access, Duane, no, not Duane's, but just because of Duane's internet, or whatever. We couldn't. You only can stream it because it's a PS3 game, or it was converted to PS3, and you can't download it on the PS4/PS5. So, but it came up there. I needed to provide a Blue Shell challenge because I was last, and I was thinking, I've got this. This game is my game. I know I've got this game. So I had to go at James, and I don't know, James. How do you think it went? Really? I mean, if you go on, you talk for a little bit. Let's have a listen.
This can be really nice and easy, nice and quick. Stu, to be fair, obliterated me. I reckon it was it was probably closer to 5 minutes than it was 10 minutes.
It was ridiculous.
I adjudicated, so I jumped on just to listen because they weren't streaming it. So I just listened to the audio. So I just jumped onto Discord or whatever we were doing. PS Plus, PS chat. I can't remember, but yeah, it was. You
ought to have a beer, Rich. I think that's the problem. Yeah. You can't remember. Have a beer.
Have a beer. I know, but I said to the wife, look, I'm going to jump on these guys. I said, give us half an hour, and then we'll jump on. We'll watch Netflix. It literally, she was
10 minutes.
unsurprised to her. I was done within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That was normal.
Now, annoyingly, I have got the recording, and it will be obviously paired with the. But I forgot to press record on the first match, so we've only got the last 2 matches. Well, there's only 3, so it was a best of 5. So I had to win 3, and did I win 3?
Yes,
So
you won.
did I
And
win
I'm not
3?
going to lie. I think it might have been. I realised after the first one, and how much I did not enjoy this game. I'm pretty sure that I essentially forfeited the second one. I just stacked up my middle queue as quick.
Did you actually practice it at all? Did you
I
even
practiced
load it
for
up
about
once?
15 minutes. I was just like, no, I was just like, when Duane's been going, I just can't. Yeah, I just
can't. I can't.
It's just like
it was man versus boy.
It was. I realised when I practiced, I wasn't enjoying it in the slightest, and I was not going to be able to put enough time in it to even get close to beating Stu. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take my lumps, and I'm not even going to bother.
That is mad because your comments all before have been, I play to win. I play to win.
I do play to
and
win.
That's it.
And
You play to lose.
But I didn't on this one.
Play to lose on that one.
Complacency has got its hands all over him at the minute.
Well, I myself thoroughly enjoyed those 3.5 years.
So what I've done, I took one for the team here. I wasn't caring about my personal gain in the stakes. I didn't care about me. I cared about taking him from the top. So I took 5 points off him.
Yes,
so now, currently, he stands at 14 points. 5 points down.
So you go on, give us an interim point standing then, Stu.
Right, interim points is James still on 14, but it wasn't. It's not 19. Rich is on 9, so it's
within striking distance.
David's
Getting
on
close.
6. Duane is on 3, and I'm on 1. But my God, I loved taking the 5 points off him. I don't care now if I do bad, good, whatever. I took down the leader.
Hopefully that'll be all blue shell challenges out of the way now.
so yeah, it does seem with doing that has, I mean, how do you feel about that, Stu? That does leave you on 1 point. You could have been on 6.
Oh mate, I don't care. I'm happy. I'm just happy I could take 5 points off him. It's just
I love it.
And it's just looking at it. I'm so happy. I could cry.
You were so happy, and when Duane played Hid, he was so gutted. It's like
I know.
Everybody always wants to beat me.
I really thought though we were going to go to 5 games. I really thought let's go. Oh God, I'm going to be a nightmare. This guy had a few practice runs as well. They're going, oh God, I'm not as good as I used to be. Oof, this is not good.
Yep.
And on the night, it all worked out well.
Thank God for that, because it's kept some integrity into the game, gentlemen.
Yeah,
so
kept it interesting.
So it has. So it's put me within 5 points. So we don't know how things have gone. I don't know. I was quite excited for Streets of Rage. And so the way that we've done this month's challenge is that we played before the podcast. We'll have a quick chat about what people think of this game. But the way we set it up,
Duane,
we all played simultaneously, and we had to basically complete the first level. So actually, Dave, I'll hand over to you to explain. But we all played simultaneously, and then recorded our score, our time at the end, and no one has yet revealed them. So Dave, you picked this. You love this game. It even says SOR is a great game. You love it as much as Duane hates it.
Oh, no, I think I'm...
well, to be honest, it's been a bit of a debacle, hasn't it, really? So the original...
What a surprise, Dave, that you've organised a challenge and it's been a complete debacle, but there you go.
So the original plan was that we were going to do... level 9, which is called Y Tower, because it's a much better level than level 1, and there's a lot more jeopardy in it, and the music's better, it's a better level. But because of the fucking moaning about this game, absolute moaning,
we'll let him talk. Go on.
Admittedly, my first mistake was not realising that you had to finish the game to unlock stage select. So that was a faux pas on my part. I hold my hands up to that. That was a mistake.
But to be fair, it has forced me to play it anyway. And then when I went back to level 1, I thought, well, the fact I've played through the whole game meant I felt I had a chance. Did no one else feel that they felt that they knew at least how to play it rather than just
a little bit more than I did originally? So,
but I think the problem was that so much, because the minute that Dave was like, "Oh well, we'll do it on the first level," I kind of stopped playing it, and that was what 3 weeks
I shouldn't have
ago?
said that, but I only said that because of the complaining.
Of Duane and Stu, especially.
Just moaning so much.
Not moaning.
It's not moaning.
Fuck me, that game.
That I said
sorry.
that just to try and appease people, and
I've kept quiet for as
that's
long as
fucked
I
it up,
can.
really.
I think what I might do is post an edited transcript of the last 2 weeks of our private chat.
Edited highlights.
Oh, actually, and what you ought to do as well is call my wife and ask her how much swearing and how much nearly smashing on my controller I did. Because I should have filmed all that as well, because that would have been brilliant.
Yeah, well, there is a little bit of competition between who actually hates it the most, Duane or Stu.
It'll be close.
James, you didn't seem to hate it that much. You just thought it was a bit shit.
Yeah, so it's not. It's the game is good in. I like it in short bursts of 20 minutes here and there. It's a good game I can play, and especially be a game to play co-op. But it's not a game that after a while I was just like knife wanker.
Yeah.
Or it's just, and when you get trapped, when you get surrounded, and I was just like, nah, this is getting on my tits. But
yeah, I've never
bursts.
liked brawlers ever. When I was a kid, I hated them. I was crap at them. Just didn't like them. Didn't go on me. I'm not. In a way, am I saying it's a crap game? No, because people love it. So obviously it's me, but it's certainly not a game for me. And when I had to be told I had to play the whole fucking game for a game I despise, it's horrible. It's just like it was horrid. It was, but I bloody completed it.
You finished another game.
I'd like to say. Say again, sorry.
You finished another game, mate. If we'd done this last year, that'd be one off your pile.
Yeah, we're not doing it last year. We're doing it this year, and I don't give a shit about that. So I actually completed the game. I'd like to say where fucking Bugger Logs and Bugger Leagues over there didn't complete the game.
Yeah, and they fucked it, to be honest, by not finishing the game. To be honest, I'm pointing the fingers everywhere.
By the way, that's Duane
apart
and
from
James.
Rich has quietly gone on with it.
I have, Dave. Thank you very much.
Because he's sober.
It's the challenge.
Because he is sober. He has no clue.
Rich said it there. It was the challenge. He's accepted it. He's got on with it. You fuckers haven't. And wait till one of your games comes up, and I'll just fucking pepper the chat with how shit is
Yeah,
this
but you
game.
may like it. No, but you may actually like it.
Even if I do like it, I'm just going to pretend I don't.
Now you're making it out to be that I've said it's a shit game because you picked it. No,
it's a shit game. You spoiled my challenge. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
No. What you've done, you've ruined my life, and I am putting an invoice into you for a new controller because I think I've broke my.
Mate, if your wife ends up leaving you as a result, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's your fault. The problem I think I have with it is...
Duane, what was your problem with it? Go on.
It's because I was kind of chopping between that and Returnal. And Returnal is a very fast-paced game, very quick. Have to have like very quick reflexes and kind of like really kind of like react very quickly. And it's very fast movement. This game was just so slow in comparison. I really struggled with that change of pace.
It shouldn't. This is why. It's a retro. It's based on a retro game. It is a modern version, but they've kept the mechanics to keep the flow of it, so it feels like a 1980s arcade. So you've got the joystick up, joystick down, and that's what you had in the 80s and 90s. Just the ability. Yeah, there's no defensive moves. There's none of that. But it is a pattern based game. It is they move this way, they move that way. You learn their patterns, you knock them down. So why it's no different to Returnal in that way.
I think I also had issue with the fact that you're essentially playing in a 3D space, even though it's not technically, but you can only hit directly to your left or right. So if something, your enemy is just slightly out of that line, you don't connect, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And then they can fucking
except
launch.
the enemies that can jump.
Yeah, there are some.
Yeah, they launch from like all the way over across the screen, like a diagonal, and just like connect with you and just like smack you down. And it's like, hang on a second, fuck off. It was just, I hated it so much, and it frustrated me so much. I just like hated it.
He's angry.
Wow.
Hated it.
You sure it wasn't just because it was Dave's game? Did that make it worse than Dave's game?
Thing is, Dave raved about this so much when it came out last year. And actually, I've got a theory about this as well, which I'll go into in a second. But he raved about this so much. I thought it's going to be a good game. I'm going to enjoy playing this.
Yeah,
it's not a racer. I'm going to enjoy playing this.
Yeah, I did as well.
But no, I just did not. No, my theory is last year. I don't know. Most people who are listening know we did the Year of Shame thing. I'm only allowed one Joker, and Dave used his Joker on Streets of Rage 4. I think there was a slight case of Stockholm syndrome with this, where he couldn't admit that the game was terrible because he used his Joker on it. So he's like, no, it's great, it's a great game. And so he'd actually convinced himself that it was a good game. And I think that's part of the problem. He's still not let that go.
I love Streets of Rage. When they first came out, Streets of Rage 1, Streets of Rage 2 was a fucking awesome game. So I was already invested in it because I love Streets of Rage.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think it's certainly not a game for me, and I just get frustrated.
It's not a game
It's the nostalgia.
I choose to play.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
I think there's definitely like a nostalgia element to this.
But I just want to I want to point out for the record, I'm not saying that these guys ruined it because it was a game that I picked. I'm just saying that they ruined it.
Well, listen, it's no Overcooked. It's no Overcooked or Wreckfest. We've had some proper doozies on here. I don't think this is in any way, shape, or form the worst of the games that we've had to endure through this.
Come on, let's get the scores out then. Come on, I'm excited to know. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do the do. Right.
Should we watch the video first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go watch the video.
So the video is going to be it will run in full, but just you can watch one with the audio over, and then we'll just run the other three without audio, so you can see them running, because we ran them simultaneously, as we say. So it's not going to make for a great video commentary because everyone was very quiet,
keeping themselves
concentrated.
And I felt that people were concentrating. So
the old knife wanker.
Yeah, and you couldn't quite work out. We could hear whether or not buttons were being pressed, so we all sort of stopped at different times. So no one at the moment knows, but it would be interesting to just do a quick round the room to say what people might guess the order might be. So Stu, what do you think the order is?
Now, I do think it'll be Dave first. It has to be Dave first.
Better be bloody Dave first.
And I think either me or Richard second. It'll be me or Richard second and third.
Okay.
And I think James will be fourth and Duane will be last.
Oh, I'll be last.
Okay. Duane, what do you think? Do you agree with that?
Oh, so
that's
I'm hoping.
Dave, Stu,
I think so.
James.
Yeah, I think so. I think Dave and Stu first and second, and I think you and James third and fourth. I wouldn't like to pick which way around, but me definitely last.
There was a bit of shenanigans going on, wasn't there, with people pretending that they were still pressing buttons and pretending,
or dragons,
and saying, you know, I've got to that go bit, or you bitch, or anything like that. So, I think there, James, what's your gut on this? Then might be revealing.
Rich, Dave, me, Stu, Duane, or Stu, me, Duane.
Okay, Dave.
I'm not to be honest, because there was a couple of bits that I'm not really. It was okay. The boss went well, but the boss
didn't go well for me.
There were a couple of bits that I messed up.
None of it went well for me.
Okay,
so I'm gonna say James, because I bet he was just practicing like fuck on that first level when he's engineered it.
It's not me.
James, Rich, me, Stu, Duane.
Okay, all right. The way we're gonna do this, we're gonna do a bit like Top Gear. Right, so don't post the scores. Let's post the scores in our chat just as proof. So we'll all reveal our scores. So first of all, I'm gonna ask: was anyone in the 10 minutes?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes.
10. Okay.
Under
Duane?
10. No, not under. Over 10.
Over 10 minutes.
Over 10 minutes. Yeah.
Do you fucking do it twice, Duane?
God.
Fuck off.
Okay, so Duane, sounds like Duane's in last place there. Was anyone in 9 minutes? Over 9 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
Fucking hell, James.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay.
No points for that fucker.
Was anyone over
No points for that
in the
fucker.
8 minutes?
Yes.
Dave?
Was you or was Dave over 8 minutes?
No.
Dave, were you in the 8
No.
minutes? No.
How the fuck did you do it so fast?
I was in 8 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Was you
Were you?
8 minutes 30 over?
I was.
Oh, Stu's got second by the look of it.
I was 8 minutes 33.
Oh no,
Stu?
you beat me. Shit, sorry. 8:40. You would.
Oh,
Sorry. I'll post it now. They're 8:40. Oh bollocks! I thought it was 8:20. Bollocks.
Oh, Stu. So Dave, what was your time?
6:50.
Oh.
What?
wow.
Well,
No,
I
it
didn't
should
realise.
be.
Well done,
fuck me,
Dave.
I didn't realise I'd be that far ahead. Okay.
It's your game.
I'll
Should have been.
I'll just post it.
Yeah, we're just posting ourselves to prove 10 minutes 50, 8 minutes 40, and James.
9:14.
You
It's
were
in there.
9.
It's in there. 9:14.
9:14.
Okay, 9:14. Okay, so that is very exciting. That puts Dave
Well done,
top of
Dave.
the tree.
Yeah, happy
I
with
am
that.
second.
Nice.
That's good. It's another second. I really thought I might have got that far because I
fucking
learned
lost.
at the end. I learned at the end of that. Well, just today, this was about using your not super, but using your
The
normal super as much as
the
possible.
Y
Just
button.
sacrificing
Oh no,
life
triangle
because
button. Yeah.
because you could just sacrifice as much of your life as you want because it was on a time thing. So I kind of worked that out only this afternoon or this evening when we basically said so that puts the order in Duane. James, for the first time in this podcast, on no points.
0 points.
Fourth place.
The collapse,
Now,
the
the
collapse is coming.
questions.
I'm telling you.
The collapse is coming because
The run is
those
starting.
games on those exactly there you go. Those games are not starting to stack in James's favour. There's a few puzzlers on there which we know is not
We need
strong for him.
Tetraminos to come up, definitely.
Yeah, so that puts that's Stuart third. That's still a point. Me in second, and Dave in 3 points. So that is good. So Stu,
Yeah.
how does that line us up then?
Right then,
Things
so
get slightly
yeah,
closer.
now they are getting a bit more spicy at the top, but
Yeah.
James is still ahead.
For now.
But
doesn't move
just
forward.
Only
though.
by
Not
3
much.
points.
2 points.
What?
Remember, I've taken 5 points off you.
Yeah, he's 14
14,
points.
14,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was on 9.
Yeah.
I was on 9,
he's
so I've
just
got to 11.
He's on 11 now, so it's 3 points.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
No, how was he on 9?
He
I
was,
was
he
on
was on
9.
9, so
Then he
now
had
he's
2.
on 9.
Yep, so that's 11. Yep.
and I'm on 14, so it's 3.
That absolutely puts me within striking
Yeah.
distance. A good performance in the real life challenge for 2 points. If I can, I'm getting into my memory palace. I'm going into my memory palace, and I am going to do this. And I get 2 points, and I'll be within 1 point of you, motherfunker.
And then next month, if you beat me, you'll be level or ahead.
There you go. But Dave, that must have put Dave on a nice chunky jump.
9
He's
now,
on
I
8.
think.
He's on 8 points.
8.
Oh, no. Oh, hang on. I know what I did wrong. Sorry, yes.
You
no,
added-
yeah. I've
you
done
added
it
the
the wrong
wrong
way
number.
around.
Take
Sorry.
away.
It's all right. So, no.
Stu,
yeah,
these numbers
Rich's
are
on
under
11.
10 that we're dealing with.
Yeah. Dave is on 9.
You've still got enough fingers for these.
Yeah. No. I just assumed that Rich would win. Dave would never win. Anyway. So right,
cheers,
Dave is on
mate.
9.
It is his game.
Dave is on 9 points. Duane is on 3, and I'm still at the bloody bottom with 2.
Oh, you regretting that blue shell challenge now?
No, I don't. No, I fucking well don't. I don't.
So, so that's mean.
Highlight of my whole match.
So the top 3 now covered by 5 points then.
Yeah.
We are covered by
tight,
5
yeah.
points, and this is episode 7,
Yeah.
so we still have 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That is 5.
So
So we'll do a stew there and count those. There is still 15 points to be won.
So let's-
Plus, there are still 3 real life challenges, which is another 6 points. That is 21 points still available. Is there any other way to win points in this bloody game? Can't remember.
No, that's it. I think.
That's plenty pointage. Even for you, Stu, to start making
I'm all right with
a
that.
charge.
I'm all right with that. So I was actually quite pleased that, and actually I got my prediction right, didn't I? I suppose.
You did? Yep.
Yeah.
You don't get any points for
Yeah.
that, though, mate.
No.
I know that. I
No
know.
points for that.
Nil
I
point.
know that.
Well, that does not therefore require us to discuss the new Blue Shell Challenge because only Dave and myself have Blue Shell Challenge. So it's unlikely those will get played. Hopefully not. I'll have to have a complete and utter mental collapse to go to last place. But that's that. Yeah, that's that. So no Blue Shell Challenge. So let's talk about the real life challenge because we were hoping to have done that. But let's just remind everyone what that is. We'll try and get that done in the next week or so.
Sure. So that's it's called, what was it called? Cuddly Toy.
Cuddly Toy.
And it's basically a memory challenge. So each one of us will be given another person who will show us 25 items, and then you have I'm going to say 2.5 minutes to remember as many of those items as possible. It's a straightforward memory game.
Okay, fair enough. All right, and just remind everyone the winner only 2 points are available, but
two
only
points
for
for
the
top
winner.
place. Yeah.
Yes. So let's do it before I get back on the booze.
25 items.
25 items.
I will have to find 25 memorable items in my house.
No, don't make them memorable. Don't make them
unmemorable
memorable.
items. Yes.
Unmemorable items.
Hang on, this is what I'm going to do. HB brush 1. Pearson brush 2. Blue brush 3. Dave, can you remember what I just said then?
You had some pens or something? I can't.
Okay, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we actually had a community question. I don't know where that came from. We are not necessarily doing community questions, but Dave, in the past hour and a half, or however we've been bollocking about, have you found out who asked the question?
I've literally spent minutes looking, and no, but I've narrowed it down to 2 people. So it was either Joe, based on the fact that all of our contributions come from Joe, or it was Kettering Dan. You guys remember Kettering Dan? So I'm almost 40% sure it was one of those 2. So yeah, if it was you, sorry, we're going to answer it. But if you're not one of those 2 people, then apologies. But I cannot find the original question. But I can remember what it was, which was,
tell us what the question is.
If there was a film made about your life, who would play you? Stu, go on then.
Good question.
Stu's thought about this. So
me first?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Well, I have. Have you ever heard of a person called Ruth Goodman?
No.
She's a historian.
That seems a bit left field.
Hang on. She's an historian. Specialises in medieval history. She also did a cookery program about medieval food and cooking techniques and all those kind of stuff. And if you look at a picture right now of Ruth Goodman, just to Google it.
Does she do those Victorian programs?
My side profile, I look, if I had a sister, or not a sister, or if I turned into a woman, that's who I'd look like.
I think I know who you mean. Actually, I think, does she do the Victorian program?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
I know the one. Yeah. Looks like a right hag.
No, that's just a bit harsh. Nobody's a hag.
Oh my God, you can't say
like
that.
Me, and I'm a good-looking man. Anybody found it?
Yeah,
they do say that your perfect partner is the one that looks most like you.
So in a way,
she is a female.
If it's purely looks, and it wouldn't be a male who'd play me, it would be definitely Ruth Goodman who'd be playing me in a film. Now, if it was somebody like maybe the same kind of sense of humour I had, especially more in the 90s, early 2000s, it would probably have to be Simon Pegg, because I think that was where I connected with that humour very much so at that particular time. But if it was a lookalike, it would definitely be Ruth Goodman.
Fair enough. I'd go for Noddy Holder for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Why? Only because he's... I'm not as back country as he is.
Yeah, he could play a younger version of you now.
Oh, interesting fact, I used to do archery with his brother, and he was a bloody nightmare. Yeah, he was a nightmare. He used to steal your arrows. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time.
Question. Duane?
Daniel Radcliffe, I suppose, because when I used to wear glasses, people said I looked like Harry Potter.
Have you still got round glasses?
No, I had laser eye surgery. I don't have glasses
But you must have
anymore.
kept your glasses, surely.
No, I sent them off to Africa or something.
What a bloke Duane is. What a bloke.
I mean, Duane, I'd have to, I know he's dead, but I'd have to say Pete Sutcliffe.
Yeah. Is he dead?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he is actually, isn't he? Yeah. Or Fred West.
Or Fred West.
Fucking hell.
He's dead though, isn't he, Fred West?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you need an actor who plays him, so it can't be Fred West.
Oh, they need to be alive, I suppose, don't they? Yeah, okay.
James?
Because he's very good at portraying characters that you don't like, or he's and everything like that. I would probably say
Look at his arms up in the air.
Ricky Gervais, probably.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I think that's a good
You
choice.
liked James.
With the facial hair and all that shit.
James, it's all jealousy. That's why we don't like you.
Who said we didn't like him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like him.
I would go. So I just had to Google his name, but I would go for Christian Narin.
No idea who that is.
No, neither do I.
Holdor from.
Okay.
Hodor. Speaking of actors playing somebody you don't like, did you see that Alan Partridge, Steve Coogan, was going to be playing Jimmy Savile in something?
Yeah, I heard.
That could be interesting.
Controversial.
Interesting.
Very interesting. No, he's not playing Jesus.
Very brave choice.
No, definitely not Jesus.
He's not playing Jesus.
He's making a film about Jimmy Savile, for Christ's sake.
You might.
Well, it's
you
more
might
about
wanna
the scandal and what goes on around it. So I don't think it's glorifying him. I think it's kind of almost.
No, it's not.
No. But you know,
Carry
it's more
on
about
up the bloody Jimmy or something like that, is it? No.
But no, I think it's more about it's going to be quite indicting. But yeah, I think it's a very brave choice for Steve Coogan to do that. But yeah, good on him.
Yeah. How about you, Rich?
Certainly.
Who would play you in a film?
I have no idea. Maybe the guy in The Hangover. What's his name?
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. I'll go for him.
What, to play you?
Yeah. No. Or I can't really think. Sean
Bean.
Penn.
No, Ryder.
Sean Ryder.
Sean Ryder.
Bez. And David played Bez.
Yeah, I used to get accused of looking like Sean Ryder. But if I had my choice, Martin Freeman.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah,
that's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
He's a good everyman. He's a very funny man, like me.
Dave, did you
That's great.
give yours?
No, I did. I consulted my daughter, actually. I asked my daughter earlier. I said the question. I said, what do you
Did
think?
you say Ratty from Wind of the Willows?
No, she said Danny DeVito, which was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
You have a neck. You do have a neck.
Yeah, that was a bit harsh. But my answer would be because...
Warwick Davis.
Because I'm, as you guys know, so naturally charismatic.
Yes, granted.
I think.
Do you know what charismatic means?
Yeah, I think the only person with the acting chops to carry it off and do a decent job of it would be Adam Driver. He's a good actor.
He is a good actor.
He's a good actor, and you would need a good actor. You would need a good actor.
Do you think he'd be able to get your accent down, though? I mean,
mate,
it's quite
he can
complex.
do anything. He'd do a Bristol accent, no problem.
Hey, it's not just Bristol though. Yours is something special.
He can do anything.
Special accent
Special
for a
day.
special man.
That's the guy. He could just about pull it off, I reckon.
Just about.
Just about, yeah.
Fair enough. Good question.
Yeah, whoever
Great question, thank
asked it. Yeah, but
We do apologise for Dave's lack of attention to detail there, but you should expect it by now. We're 7 episodes in. Right, okay, so that is most of the content, but we're all here for one thing. And Dave, it's time.
Oh, here we go. We haven't actually put the new game on yet, though, have we?
Have you put the new game on?
Well,
because
I don't know what the new game is, so no.
No, he doesn't know what it is. We haven't actually said
But
because
I
it's
can
my
put
choice.
it on right now. Who came last?
It's my choice.
Do you
not
have
me.
to ask that? Do you have
sorry.
to ask that
Sorry,
question?
yeah, I was just being polite.
It's still my goal to get the entire wheel, owning the entire wheel.
What we having, Duane?
I'm torn between two, and I'm going to go for Sonic Mania.
Oh, ironically, Sonic was what I had in mind. I was going with Sonic. If I won.
No.
I fucking hate Sonic.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I love Sonic on the Mega Drive. I'm going to be all over
it. I receive more hatred. Streets of Rage or Sonic.
Duane, the controversy builds because you've yet again
I didn't know that he liked Sonic.
Teed up James.
He must be sleeping with him or something.
I'll tell you what, I love pulling on Duane's hair.
They're sexting each other or something. Okay, so we're going to have a short intermission while Dave actually creates the wheel. So let's have a jingle for Create Wheel. Now, this is content. This really is.
This is when people play clips of podcasts. This is what's going to be played.
We'll put this one up for the podcast awards.
This will be hundreds of thousands of people will be listening to this.
Dave, hello, Dave. He's back in the room.
I'm enjoying myself. Look, me and Dwayne have got a thing going on here.
But unfortunately, no one else is enjoying it.
Well, that's their problem, not ours.
Tough.
Dave, can I have confirmation from Bristol HQ that the wheel is
good to go? Yeah.
It's good to go. Brilliant. Okay, so that just calls for reveal the wheel.
Reveal the wheel.
Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Let's reveal the wheel. Reveal that wheel. Let's reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Reveal the wheel. Yes, I can hear you.
Come on, Dave.
Don't start that shit again.
I still need the bullseye music as the board turns round.
No, we can't. We'll get us copyright struck or something.
We'll get done. So,
okay.
I took a lot of criticism last month for the wheel. For the Olympic
wheel,
what? Mainly from Rich.
I don't understand how.
Yeah.
It got a bit slated because it was a bit half-assed.
It was utterly half-assed.
It wasn't even half.
In fact, you had another month on top of it.
Actually,
it was out of date.
We'll give you some due though. Somebody commented. I forgot it was on a YouTube channel. Going very good episode with the wheel. We want more of it.
Brilliant.
Who was that?
Hang on. Were they blind?
No. They knew entertainment when they saw it.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
I was stung by that criticism. So you would think, wouldn't you, that because of that, I would make more of an effort this month. You would think that, wouldn't you?
No, I'm not expecting that at all. No.
We've had all the good stuff, and now we expect it to be terrible, which will...
No, I knew after the superheroes you'd really just literally, metaphorically shot your load.
Well, we'll see.
Shot your creative load everywhere.
We'll see. For this month, yes, I agree for this month. But let's see what happens.
Come on then,
month.
Let's have it. Let's be having it.
I have dedicated the wheel to the reason that I didn't really do the wheel properly. So I will.
This is very meta. This is meta.
It is meta.
This is yeah.
It is. Right. So here we go.
Is it the wheel of meta? It's the wheel of can't be asked. It's the wheel of apathy.
He's going to the door now.
Well, he's had 56 hours worth of shit.
7 months of camera work has not improved.
So it's the wheel of crossword jam.
Yeah, excellent.
So
that is.
I've built the wheel to represent one of the levels on crossword jam that I've put 56 hours into.
Okay.
Seeing as you and only 3 people on the planet are playing it.
So there's bells, bends, ends, send.
Yeah.
I was going to say there is a long word on there, which is the collective noun for people that moan about the fucking Streets of Rage.
What I like is the fact that you've spelt it bell at the bottom and the ends at the top.
Well, I had to make it
cryptic,
challenging.
As challenging as crossword jam, I should imagine.
You could get the word ends. You could get the word bend.
Bell. LB.
You could get
Den. Bean.
Den.
Scene.
Lend. That's a good one.
I'm having fun here. This is fun.
But anyway, basically, it was a way for me to call Stu and Duane bellends. And
what you've done there, Dave, is you just assured the comment last month is our one and only ever compliment. Well done.
Well, we'll see. Right. Should we spin it then?
Well, let's tell us what the games are first.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we've got Steep, which is Duane's.
Woo! Yep.
Sonic Mania, which is Duane's.
Yep.
Tetraminos, which is Duane's.
Woohoo!
Batman Arkham Knight, which is Duane's.
Woohoo!
And Bomberman, which is Stu's.
So we want
Bomberman.
Bomberman.
Absolutely guarantee, knowing Duane's luck on this, that it's going to be Bomberman.
It'll be Bomberman.
It's almost an utter shoe.
But that just means next month Duane can have all the games on there. Not that I'm saying how he's going to do on Bomberman.
And then
this one, I don't know.
And then it will be the Wheel of Duane.
The Wheel of Duane.
It will be finally the Wheel of Duane.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I'm going to spin it.
Does it still spin? That's the question.
Yeah, it always spins, mate. It never stops spinning.
Bomberman.
Right.
Never stops spinning.
Go on, get it spun.
Go.
Bomberman.
3, 2, 1.
Well, it still looks good.
It is still, yes. The integrity is Batman.
Batman.
Ooh.
Batman.
Ooh.
Right. Do we have to play the whole effing game?
Yep.
Duane?
The whole
Can you
effing
please
game.
make sure?
Yep, the whole effing game, because that's what Dave did to us. So the whole fucking game. I'm going to choose the last AR challenge that's on the fucking game.
Did you have an idea, Duane, on how it might be constructed as an actual challenge?
Yeah, a rough idea. So
unlike Dave.
So there's, like I said, there's these challenges which you get that either like the stealth or just like fighting. You might like choose one or one of both, and it'll just be whatever score you get, whatever rating you get is your score for that.
Can I just say, on the wheel, you can see that it's starting to look a bit shabby now. There's a bit of blue tack on it. It's got a bit ripped.
It started off looking
shabby. Yeah. So I'm sorry to say, this is the last time you will see the wheel in this form.
Oh, that's sad.
Next month we will have a new wheel.
Made out of an old
exciting.
kitchen cabinet.
I'm all about the new wheel.
Don't ruin the wheel, though, Dave. Keep it.
We could raffle it off.
We'll auction it for charity.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, charity.
We will do. Whichever charity wants £2.50, they can have it.
You can get £2.50.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that is it. We have the real life challenge coming up this month, and we have Batman Arkham Asylum,
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knights, whatever that is. Brilliant.
The PS4
okay. So exactly. So it is just time for Stu to don his little short pinny, put his stockings on, bend over seductively, and give us the housekeeping.
Right, so after just a deduction like that, I don't know what to do now. Anyway, you can get us all on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and email.
Twitter?
So, Twitter. It's the new one. It's the new
Twitter.
social media everybody's talking about. Gosh, Duane, don't you have that in your country?
No, we don't have Twitter.
Anyway, so it's very simple. Really, to find us on, just go to any search engine and just type TheLoggBox, and we'll be at the top of the list. So we're mainly active on Facebook. We do use Twitter and Instagram occasionally. I normally post on there like results for the Splitgate and things like that. So, but we're more active on Facebook, and the community is more active on Facebook. So that's where to really find us. Emails are also a great way to get hold of us. It'll be TheLoggBox@gmail.com, and that's 2 G's in log. I'm experimenting with a Discord channel. Not up and ready yet, but I think by the time this podcast goes live, it'll either be ready or very soon to be ready. So keep an eye on the social media channels, and I'll post something about it, and then come and join the Discord channel. To be fair, I have no idea what I'm doing with it. I just thought everybody's got a Discord channel. I thought, why not jump on that bandwagon like everybody else?
Absolutely.
So, and it looks quite cool anyway. So, and all that. So I believe that's it really. So just get us on Facebook. Everybody knows what to do. That's it.
And if anyone didn't know, a twinter is an animal that is 2 years old.
Oh, it's nice.
So brilliant, great episode, guys. Looking forward to the next challenge as always, and take care. Have a great month. See you later.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. It's a wrap. Play ball.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened.
It says bell ends.